Hello Ballin Isles. I know everyone has been anxiously awaiting an update regarding the PGA Gatehouse project. Although it's been a while since our last update, unfortunately there was nothing new to report until now. The process to devise and finalize the lake interconnect solution and obtain the necessary permitting and approvals from Northern Palm Beach County Improvement District has now been completed. As many of you may know, Northern owns the gatehouses, roadways, and most of the lakes in our community. As the project continues, Northern has approval requirements for the design, construction, and any changes to any of these infrastructure items. This approval process necessarily adds time to the overall project schedule. At Northern Board of Directors meeting, they approved the funding to proceed with the lake interconnect solution. This lake interconnect solution was required to be remedied before we could commence construction on the gatehouse. This issue was an unknown condition that was discovered after the initial location approvals, but just prior to the start of construction on the gatehouse. We worked closely with Northern to determine the best solution moving forward. Throughout this project, we provided updates regarding this project status and expected disruptions and reviewed in the monthly Board of Directors meeting. Now that the official funding and approval is in hand from Northern, our project committee is meeting with our construction manager to finalize the timeline and mobilization dates. We'll then be sending a detailed project update to the community to make everyone aware of what to expect over the next several months. We are committed to addressing the problems with this lake interconnect pipe to allow construction to continue at the proposed gatehouse site and building the gatehouse in the most cost-effective manner while still maintaining access for our residents during this project. As we looked at the building a new gatehouse and demolition of the existing, there were several factors that weighed on the decision-making process. These factors included the overall deteriorated condition of the existing gatehouse, structural deficiencies due to vehicle strikes, stacking issues for vehicles and associated safety concerns, dated design of the facility and the utility of that design, and the functionality for a security team, including dispatch operations, as well as the ability for the structure to withstand a hurricane event. In coordination with Northern, the decision to invest in a new gatehouse and the associated expenses were thoroughly discussed and reviewed prior to making the decision to move forward. The gatehouse conditions are severely deteriorated, and renovations of the structure is not a realistic option given the wood frame structure and multiple vehicle strikes that have occurred. The overall design for the interior lanes resulted in the eastern portion being removed due to the continued vehicle strikes. Beyond the interior lane deficiencies, we've had other incidents where vehicles have struck the gatehouse where security personnel normally stand, and fortunately, no one was injured, but the damage sustained required the installation of temporary supports to allow for continued function until it was replaced. As the PGA Gate is used for many guests and vendors to enter the community, vehicle stacking times can become problematic, and the traffic can back up onto PGA Boulevard and cause a significant safety concern. We reviewed possible solutions to the problem and determined the best path forward was to move the new gatehouse 105 feet southward to allow for more vehicle stacking and help alleviate the safety concern. This movement also facilitates our ability to drastically reduce closures during the construction process to allow residents entry at the gate throughout much of the construction. After the new structure is built, the gatehouse will be demolished and updated landscaping will be installed. Currently, our dispatch operations from security is operated from the North Maintenance Facility during the day and the PGA Gatehouse at night. The different physical locations do not permit efficiencies in the operation and require duplication of efforts. The new gatehouse is designed to house the day and night dispatch operations to allow for greater efficiencies and synergies in the operation. As you can see, the current design and condition do not support this important continuity of operations for our security dispatch operations. When the building was constructed at the inception of Ballin Isles, you may notice that the design, architecture, and utility of the building are very dated and not in keeping with the standards of the community. The new gatehouse has been designed to mirror closely the architecture of the country club and maintain continuity in look and design as prospective buyers, guests, and residents enter this gate. Many regard this gate as our premier entrance, and in designing the new gatehouse, the committee felt it was important to get it right, considering a renovation or replacement is decades into the future. Beyond design and utility of the gatehouse, we are also addressing durability and sustainability of operations should a significant storm such as a hurricane occur. The new gatehouse will be built to existing codes to provide for a hurricane-secure facility that will allow our operations to continue seamlessly after a hurricane event is experienced. As you can imagine from what you have seen regarding the existing gatehouse condition, the likelihood of the existing gatehouse surviving a significant storm and maintaining operations after such an event seems questionable. Therefore, the committee was committed to providing a structure that can withstand a hurricane and continue operations uninterrupted. The lake interconnect solution has been added to the scope of this project and is important to the flood protection of much of Ballin Isles. The existing lake interconnect pipe is not fully operational due to the original design that results in the pipe being buried by silt and dirt over time. The new pipe will need to be installed and will connect to the existing roadway drainage system. The new pipe will include drainage structures installed at both ends to ensure it remains functional in its vital role to maintain lake levels and mitigate flooding during a significant rain event. As you can see, there are many factors behind the reasoning to get us to the project kickoff. Although we do regret the delays in the timeline, reaching consensus regarding the right solution to address the lake interconnect and related flood protection was an essential component to this project. We thank you, Ballin Isles, for your patience with this project and keep an eye out for a full project update in the coming days. As always, if you have any questions or want to talk about the project or have any other questions or matters, please feel free to reach out to me in the office. Thank you and have a great day.